What's up, Cyberhawks? It's been a minute, but we're back at it again. We're gonna be for sure doing some more videos for you guys. But today's video, I wanted to go ahead and go over the Sora AI. This thing is crazy. I meant to do this right when it's kind of like, I guess, broke out on Twitter like the other night, but I just kind of want to show you guys some of the coolness of AI now, and oh man, just the advancement of AI within a year, which has been crazy. So first off, we got this nice looking artwork right there that looks pretty dang realistic right there, acrylic black. And also too, something I like about this new one is that you can do videos so well. Like, look at this right here. Look at this small dragon flying in dust over a state, and I'm pretty sure that's just the prompt that they wrote. I'm pretty sure they just went to the Sora and wrote this prompt, and it produced this. So imagine you're working on a movie or working on maybe a video game, and you kind of just want to have like a vision that you can maybe show other people or show people without having to spend too much money. With this, you can definitely do that. Look at this. Look at this right here. Look how realistic this looks. And again, this is the lowest point that it's going to look like right now. So just imagine how it's going to look like in another year, or like in 6 months, if it's already looking this freaking good. And the prompt for this one is a woman wearing purple overalls and cowboy boots taking a pleasant stroll in Mumbai, India during a winter storm. And look at that. Just with that prompt, you're getting all of this. So storytelling on YouTube is about to be crazy. I have so many different ideas for movies. So maybe on my movie channel, I may have to go ahead and start using Sora for that. We will see if I do. And when the videos get big, I'll definitely let you guys know. And this one right here, look at this. Look how realistic that looks. Look at that. All with a prompt, all with like a sentence. Like right there, I would have cut it off right there. I would have just had a glass of whatever this is, Gatorade or Kool-Aid or whatever. But look at that. Look how realistic that looks. Let's see. Does it have the prompt? Because this one doesn't have the prompt for this one. Look at this. Walking toy robot. Now picture you put walking toy robot in Japan and see it in the background, or walking toy robot in a classroom full of kids. Like, it's so many different things you can do, but look how realistic that looks. Just by typing in walking toy robot, you're getting this, in the whole freaking movie. So yeah, AI is about to be crazy. Let's see if we can find some more cool. Look at this. A giant duck walks through the streets in Boston. God, look how realistic it looks. And this is all fake. This is all AI again. None of this is real. This is just straight AI. Apparently what I was hearing that has like what's the word? It has like gravity integrated within AI or something along those lines, so that the AI artwork or things can be more realistic. I'm not exactly sure how 100% positive that is, but that's something there. Now look at this one from Will Smith. This was a year ago. Let's turn that down and look at AI video now. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Like, it's just amazing. It's just amazing right there. And we're actually, you know what? Let me bring up Will Smith. And even Will Smith talked about this. This is getting out of hand. And look at that. A year ago to now. Look at that. Look how more realistic he looks like now compared to the one that we just seen earlier. Compared to this, the top one. A year. So just imagine how this is going to look like in 6 months. A year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. It's going to be freaking insane. We're just in 1 year, we're already looking that dang realistic. Guys, we're looking that realistic and already in the year. It just amazes. It's just amazing. Look at this one right here. This is another cool one. We got the water. Look at that. And again, it's just like one prompt right there. Just that. That's one sentence, 2 sentences, and you're making this. So just imagine if you get really detailed at this and at prompting. Just imagine what you can do. I was using ChatGPT to create a video game like the snake game, but now using the Sora, for example, I'm pretty sure I can probably create some craziness. And I'm gonna definitely show you guys that too. Look at that right there. I'm gonna do this for my girlfriend's cat. Look at this. This is crazy. Let's look at a few more real quick. God, this is astonishing. Look at this. Got the dogs playing. Again, this is not real. This is all just the AI. Someone wrote one sentence and you're getting all this. And let's see what it said for this one. Is the most advanced. Okay, this is show me the prompt. I was hoping they were going to show me the prompt. They didn't show me the prompt on this one, but again, kind of just give you guys an idea of what's in store. Look at this. Guys, come on, you cannot tell me that that doesn't look cool. And picture like working like on a comedy, for example, or something along those lines. You can do a bunch of whole bunch of funny things with this little chipmunk right here. But yeah, guys. Look at this too. Look at this. Look at this. Look how realistic that looks up there. Man. So not only we got the humans, but we also got the animals and different things of that nature. The background, you're getting a whole, oh man, I didn't even see this. Going in the water. Wow. Just so many different things you can do. Or look at that. Got the cars now too. Look at that. It looks like literally like you're playing like a game right here. I love the reflections on the cars. I'm loving the shadows. And look at that. Just by changing maybe a few words, you're able to create brand new environments. So again, if you're like making like you're trying to create a racing game, for example, and you're looking for like prompts that you can like show other people, like, hey, this is kind of like the design idea I have. You can literally create this right here for free. For example, like, you're not spending hundreds of dollars to actually prototype this. You can create something like this, give you a good visual, and then you can spend the money on that visual. So again, I think the Sora is excellent. I definitely can't wait to see what's going to be in store in like the next 6 months or so from now. But yeah, guys, kind of just want to give you an update. If you guys aren't on Twitter or just weren't aware of how great this AI has gotten within a year already, and just what we'll be seeing next year or 2 or 3 years from now, it's going to be insane. It's going to be insane. It's going to probably revolutionize not only like movies and maybe social media style of creating your own visual, I'd say visual artwork or visual imagery that you want to, show out to other people's. It's probably going to end up changing a lot more than that. So yeah, they're probably going to end up being some rules maybe, or some type of additional signature so that something is AI artwork and not real. But yeah, guys, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. If you got some other cool Sora art or Sora like videos, leave like the name of it, etc. in the comments section so we can go ahead and share this with other people. But yeah, guys, as you guys can see, this is crazy what we can do with this AI, and it's only going to improve from here. Peace.